Well, hello, good morning. At least it's good morning for me. It could be good afternoon for you, good evening for you, but welcome to Dresdale, our City Skylines PlayStation 4 city. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. No, I definitely liking the city. It's kind of making it's really growing now, and things are looking really good. So let me take I don't know, 5-10 minutes to kind of show you around the place and see what's changed since the last video, because yesterday was Saturday for me, and I had a pretty good amount of time to do some things off camera. So let's go ahead and take a look. Our campus made it to level 2, and let's see, this is our second campus, and it looks like we're ready to hit level 3. We hit I think the only thing that was holding us back last time was the academic works. So that's gonna be nice right there. So we get to expand a little bit. Maybe we can even do that this episode. I spent a good amount of time tinkering with this. So I did a lot of like historicalizing, I think I called it last time. Trying to get the building heights the way I wanted to get them. Trying to build like I'd like call them like little mini modular complex type buildings, and controlling the heights as much as I can so that way it doesn't look too like overly bearing as the area, excuse me, as opposed to down here where I just kind of let things just grow and just get huge. Over here, like I said, I spent more time trying to like this area is a good example, you know. Oh, looks like we lost the match. Now here you got these two buildings, and these buildings, you see how like the the backyards kind of all line up. So it's almost like there's like almost a courtyard in the middle. You know, or like this here area, like looks like these buildings kind of like belong together. They can almost, you know, form like some kind of mini, like a little complex. And where like the yard, you know, I put some fencing in and some trees and stuff to kind of make it look like, you know, that everything's kind of, like I said, tied together. There's another example, like, you know, like I said, like down here, you know, like the buildings. I don't know, it just looks like I said, they all kind of tie together. They belong together. You got like a courtyard back here, so they run a fence down here. They even put in a couple props. But like I said, it takes a while to do that because I don't know. Sometimes it seemed like the building wouldn't level up at all. It would stay like level 1 forever, and then I would go do something for like 5 minutes and come back and be like level 4, and it blew up on me. So then I had to blow the building up. I think this building I've blown up like 5 times because it keeps turning into a monster high-rise. But like I said, just kind of this idea of, you know, zoning different tile sizes to get different buildings that maybe they kind of, like I said, like the parking lots kind of match up, and they blend together. But it takes time. I don't know if it's something that you would do in your city, and post a comment down below. Let me know if you sometimes you do take the time to, you know, do a certain look. You know, like this one here, I put a fence around this one. This was like a weird like tile configuration. So this one like that, so it almost looks like these two buildings belong with this building, right? Let's see what else we did. We hooked up monorail. We got monorail going down to this monorail station down here. You know, from our MMT up here. I attempted to hook up the rail line here, the external rail line, because that was kind of part of the master plan. Actually, I did do that. And you can see it's disconnected now. And I had this train as a, you know, intercity train. Oh, there we go. We can work on the campus next. I had this train station set as intercity, but what happened? The idea was, oh well, let's have the intercity train come in, you know, stop off here, you know, drop people off, cool, you know. And what ended up happening was, it did that. Then it also took this line and followed all the way in and started dropping off here, and then trains were going between basically this internal or intercity line from here. So they're dropping off here, then they were going running on my line and going here and then going out and back and forth. They were going back and forth. I had a train get stuck back and forth, so I had to blow up the rail line to get it to disappear. It was just a pain, and just started clogging up the line because I had all these intercity trains on this line, on my line. So I ended up blowing up the connection, and I think we're just gonna end up keeping this guy here as the intercity, intercity transfer, and then the rest of our trains will be just our city, and they can hop in there, and then they can go about. And it also kind of confirmed, I think I talked about it a few episodes ago, about like how much tourists we're getting. And you can see that in the city info map here. We're at 1840 now. Our attractiveness went up slightly, so it did go up a little bit. But I was starting to get trains of less capacity. So instead of forcing trains coming in here being like half to full loaded, they were like, I was having trains with like 2-3 people on it going, you know what I'm saying, of the inner city. So you don't want trains with like 2, 3, 10 people on it on your train line, because then you just have all these bunch of trains that are like not even close to being fully loaded, and it just clogs up the rail line. It's kind of like the cargo. You don't want to have like all these 7%, 13% cargo trains on your lines, then it just generates too many, and it clogs everything up. So I blew that up, and I was like, well, it goes that. I was at probably a half hour building this line. It's gone. But like I said, maybe what we'll do is hook up to here, and we'll run this line into this tile over here. So instead of coming out and trying to peel off this way, we'll just come out, and the train will loop around, and it'll go to whatever commercial area over here. And I think that's what I'll end up doing. And we'll just have to figure out a way to flip-flop the tracks, because this track will have to be on this side. And maybe what we'll do is just come over, go up over top right here, and then just go right along the side, and then shoot to the left. So I think that'd probably be a good idea. I zoned quite a bit, as you can see. We got houses in here now, and people are happy. Things are going good. Let's see. I got running a tram, so the tram line's working pretty well. I ran a tram bridge underneath all this infrastructure right along here, and just pulled up here to get the trams in here. Let's see. I think we went over the mountain. I did a little bit of detailing with some taller trees, but this still has a ways to go. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else? That took a while. Oh yeah. Well, all our industry DLCs that are at 5-star. So our forestry's 5-star. Our ore, our farming, and our oil. I got rid of all the people that were in here. Basically relocated them to over here, and slowly dezoned them, and then slowly zoned up over there. I have all the unique factories down, but they're not all on yet, because I just didn't want to turn them all on at once, because you kind of want to turn one on at a time and kind of see how things work out with your resources. You check your warehouses, and then you find that whatever you turned on maybe took down your plastic, because that's usually everything uses plastic usually. So then you go, okay, add another building, see what's going on, then adjust. And it's the same principle too with the whole staggering. I think I went over this a couple times now, so if you've been following the series, you should hopefully have got a good idea about the staggering. And you can do the same thing with the unique factories, so that they all aren't calling for material at the same time, and they're not all dispatching the unique good at the same time. So you can see it's 27-207, and then you can see this whatever one's on next, you want it to be 76-208 kind of thing, and 73, and so on and so forth. Like, you want to have different numbers so you can pause the game or the game saving, and see where you're at. And if a couple line up, that's fine, but you get the general idea. You just want to have things kind of offset different times, so that way they're calling for materials at different times, and that way, like I said, they're flooding your roads with different the little vans that drive around with the unique products in there at different times. It keeps it from being really like pulsy or surgy, and it smooths everything out. and then you don't have any traffic problems. Like we have no traffic problems in here. Everything's just running just fine. Everything's moving just fine, and we're not really getting too many. Like I saw one over here, but he's at 150, and sometimes you'll get that if you're at 150. We can put some policies on to kind of help that out, and maybe we will in a little bit. So then I don't know what I'm going to do with this monorail. I did run bus, and I see people on the bus. Okay, wow. I ran bus throughout the whole entire area. No one was on the bus, so I made it one bus. I did a collapsing loop. No, 2 loops. Let's find the bus. Let's find the bus. Where is the bus? I guess I'll show you the bus route. So you got a bus route. Basically, it just drops people off at each, you know, DLC area. So I put it down to 1. Oh, I should go back to that. I don't know why I clicked out of that. So let's click on here, and we got 26 people. So it's a long route. So maybe we just give them 2 buses. Ooh. Or I guess we give them 3 because this goes 1 to 3. This is such a long route. The game wanted to put like 30 buses on that route. I was like, you crazy? If you know how I like buses, which I like buses, you can go to my bus tutorial video. I think I have somewhere. I'll put 3 on there, sure. Why not? I like the buses. Buses are fine. I just don't use I don't use them a ton. Like some people use only buses. I just find that to be a little... and maybe you do. That's cool. If that's what you're saying, you like buses. I feel like you use the right transportation for the right job, but some people like to use buses and put 30 buses on a line. I'm like, nah, you know, that's a train. But if that's what you do, you keep doing it. Working out in your city, go for it. And put it in the comments below. I'm one of those guys who puts 30 buses on a route. Works fine. Traffic's 90%. If you're one of those people that do it and your traffic's like 70%, that's probably the reason why it's 70%. Is you got 30 buses driving down the street instead of like a train. So like one train on a rail line. Okay, so that's enough ranting about that. And yeah, everything's kind of running like clockwork. Let's just look at the stats. I haven't looked at the stats in a while. Oh, okay. So we might need some power. Motor's looking okay. And the tower thing is working out fine so far. I've had there was a couple of fires when I was doing this, and the helicopter showed up and put it out. Or it looked like the fire station down here dispatched fire vehicles, and then the fire vehicle showed up. So that worked too. Education, we're crushing it because I put down this building here. I took the screenshots. The School of Education. I took the screenshots to see the coverage. It looked like it actually did increase, but I have to really look at it. I took a bunch of screenshots, and I want to compare it to what our city looks now. Let's see, education. Like I said, we're crushing it. We probably could dial it back a little. Unemployment, we're a little on the behind as far as, you know, it's a little light, so we just need more people, which is fine. We're at 44,000 ish, and we'll keep pushing that population up. Happiness is a little low on our residential area. Commercial, I don't really care. I mean, commercial is always low. I've gotten into the upper 80s, kind of like where residential is now, in the high 80s, but I've never really got into the 90s. I don't think. I'd have to look. Let's see. We can do some uniques. Our land values aren't too bad. I mean, I'd say it's a little low, but once again, it's going to take into account like this whole entire mass, right? So this whole mass is low. When it's going to be low, it's all a whole industrial area. But then, like in here, it's going to be much higher. And we just got to get them up a little bit more. Let's see. Import in 59 units. We're doing pretty good. I don't know if you've ever gotten down to 0. I've gotten down to 8. That's pretty good though. Exporting 1,000 units. And a good chunk of that is fishing. Like I said, I think I said before, that's kind of unavoidable with the fishing. I mean, you could probably dial in your fishing too. But we only have like 2 fishing things, and it's like they're importing. And so these are exporting. These are also exporting. So they're exporting some of the goods as the processed goods, and then we should be exporting. We're exporting a little here. That's good. So we don't need any more industrial stuff for now. I'm surprised we're not exporting unique goods, but I guess we're consuming them within our city, which is good. And that's another thing to do when you're looking at like you know, this warehouse, we're at 1%. We got 10 trucks moving. You just want to be careful that this doesn't fill up. So turn on your unique factories, you know, kind of like one at a time, not just to stagger them and to see how it affects your supply chains, but also to see if this starts going up. If you start seeing this climb, then you might want to dial back a little bit, and that way this doesn't fill, because that means you're making more unique goods that you can either well, both consume by your own commercial zones and also export at the same time. And then what will happen is this thing will fill up all the way, and then they'll be using all 30 trucks to try and, you know, empty it out, because just, you know, trying to set this to empty, and then you'll have issues with not enough buyers from your factories, because you can't like fill this thing up anymore. It's full. All those trucks are busy. So like the factory trucks are driving all over the place to like deliver stuff, and then they don't come back in time. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like 1 out of 10 trucks, you'll have 10 trucks all over the world, so to speak, and they don't come back in time to relieve or unload the next piece of furniture or whatever it is that they're making. And then I also put in this little lane here. I found that there was a lot of because this thing is moving 12. It was moving 12 or 15 trucks, and they were like stopping to come in. And of course, everyone's trying to come down into here. I put a little like cut through lane, so now the traffic's flowing real easy here. It's moving a lot of trucks. That's good. That's what we want. It's doing its job. All right, I think we might have put the ferry in today. I don't know. I keep thinking I want to do ferry soon, because I feel like the limitation is the ferry. Our traffic is, we haven't gotten to it, is 90%. I mean, this intersection has always been a little bit of a tougher intersection with the light, but I'm seeing that it's not like that bad anymore. So maybe, you know, people are using the transit. I don't know. We could maybe turn this off. Maybe people are just going other places as well. This is also contributing to our traffic, so stuff like this. So even though we're at 89% traffic, the bulk of our city is probably in the mid-90s. It's just this, like I said, these queuing areas. Yeah, this one's actually flowing pretty good. Let's see, anything else? Garbage I think is good. Noise I don't really look at that often, since I kind of build in big sections. It's usually not that much of a problem. We might have a problem, let's see, like here, with the noise here. Maybe not. It's a little far away. You sometimes just gotta check your highways. Like if we zone along here, we'll probably want to build the soundproofing type highway roads, like along here, so like these residents don't complain. And we have a couple residents over, I think over here by this station, I don't like the noise, like this guy and this guy. So we can do something here. This thing's loud. And same token, we're gonna have an issue probably in here. We zone in here. So maybe this would have been better as a park. So that's why sometimes I do put the park strip right around your transportation, because you can see how much noise pollution there is. And there's no like annoying. Well, we can put down the treed ones, but we have the tram track there, so then you know, there's nothing you can do. There's no like. There's probably on the workshop for PC a tram track with trees, but not on PlayStation. So yeah. So yeah, that's what you got. Is what you got, my friends. Can just make the whole area nice looking. Why not? Oh, it's tram track. That's tram track. That's not. And we're making money. I would say, for some reason, it got as low as like 30,000 plus, whatever that means. And now we're bouncing between 50s to, I think I saw a high as 170, something like that. But we're making money. That's all that matters, I suppose. Let's see if it goes up even more. Alright, that looks good. Yeah, 114. Let's do some zoning while we're watching that. I want more people in here. rid of this. And what I kind of wanted to do in this area, that's, I don't know what's going to build. You know, I kind of like these buildings. I guess we should have done some of this too, huh? I don't know why I left this blank. Must have just not saw it. Yeah, these can actually go. Well, that's only one. I would leave it open. Put some trees there. And I was envisioning kind of like these blocks here. Let's go to this cursor. Kind of like these blocks, and then this block here is light residential, and probably maybe like this area here will be light residential, and then we'll have high density in here with the, but they're look at the shorter buildings, and I think this carries through the big road here. So like in here will be, you know, this kind of building, and then I think in here we have the European suburban, which is with the taller buildings, and we'll probably do you know, high density in here. So like once again we kind of get like a increased elevation height here as we kind of get closer towards like the downtown area. And then this is, I mean, if I really wanted to keep with that theme, I could have made this all tall buildings, but I wanted this to kind of be like more of like a neighborhood where once again it's kind of flatter in this area, and then it kind of tapers up, and there's some big buildings but nothing too crazy in here. Over here is going to be some mix, and then probably a similar theme as here. We'll have kind of like, you know, light residential maybe in some of this block here. Maybe we'll do a mix in here, and maybe we'll do like a mix on this row here, and some bigger buildings here. Or we're gonna have a park in here, give people things to do. I think I think it's gonna be good. So we need more people. Let's make more people come in, and then we'll look at the ferry. Let's see how we're gonna put the ferry in. I think I started already. Not as far as like without you guys didn't start placing any assets, but I think I actually started labeling some stuff. Yeah, we'll do that. I think that'd be good. We'll get that moving. And then I think once we get that in, it kind of gives us the freedom to expand our commercial, because then we'll have another avenue in here. So I know I want to put, so this episode might be all about ferries. So let's do, or maybe we'll plan it. Let's see how much time we have left in the episode. Maybe we'll do, the next episode will be ferries. We'll cut this one a little short. Oh, looks like we won another match. Everybody's happy. So maybe we'll do some zoning in here. Some, like, expand our area. So let's put the services down in this area, because we were lacking a little bit of services here. And let's do that. So we don't have any healthcare. So maybe we'll put some healthcare on the main road here. Or we're going to put them like off the main road, like in here. I see that we don't have coverage on this road, and we will probably put offices in here along this main road. So maybe we'll do something where we can get like hit both. Can we even do that? It looks like we can if we hit something in this area. Don't you think? Let's see, right there. That looks pretty good. So I think it's gonna hit, it's just getting to the roundabout. It's not covering our gate or our bridge, but we're not gonna put people there, so it's fine. And it's getting to the end of that. So maybe we'll put them in this block. Put you here. We have to give you power. Oh, let's put the other one. Yep, we can destroy it and do what we want. Let's put that one there. Let's do oh, put some school. We can put like a school in. We don't really need the capacity, but you know, I might just put it in anyway. I know, I hear you, man. I hear you, bro. I'll put this guy in. Will you fit right there as a neighbor? Will you be my neighbor? Will you be my neighbor? And then maybe we'll do a little bit of that. That should get us going there. I think we have water in here. Yep. Except not right here. Okay, let's bring this out a little bit. Hey, went under the road for once. Woohoo! Yeah. He does put pipes under the road. Yeah, on occasion. It was that a broken clock is right twice a day. There you go. Let's see. Trash. I think we're okay in this area with trash. And we did health of schools. So maybe we'll use this guy here. Put like one school. We have a school on the main road. I don't see why not. We can put them both right next to each other. Let's see where the high school will fit, like right here. Like the elementary school fits there. And then we'll do like a little park or something. Yeah, I know there's no power. It's tough. Life is tough. Maybe we'll put you in here. And then we're gonna lose a lot of tiles. This is not a big area to begin with, is it? Maybe we'll give you the basketball court, the b-ball court. Do we want the b-ball court to be right off the main road, or do we want to like, snap it to here? Or can we fit it right here? We could. Then I lose that tile. We could put it right here. It's in the back. High school. That's a shame we can't go like off center there. And maybe we'll put the small park in. We always like to put small park in. Why not? It's you right here, right? That's right. Is it? Yep, that's me. Should we put the small park here? It fits pretty nice there. Or can we put like a little like kid playground thing? A little bouncy thing? Well, I think it fits pretty nice here. Let's do that. And then we'll power jump. So time will tell. And time did say, yes it did. Yes it will. Alright, that's good. I think that's the services we need. We got a little education. We got death care. Death care. Let's do some death care. So we don't have death care here. Maybe we'll put you right here. This big block here. We put you right in here. Is that gonna be a problem? That might be a problem. Oh, that's probably good enough. Yeah. Alright, let's start zoning. This is all high density. Let's do it. Boom. 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 That's probably enough. That's about how much I'd like to zone. You know what, we'll keep the death waves at bay. Let that go for a little bit, then maybe we'll come back over here and zone some more over here. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's do some zoning today. This episode, the next episode we'll do ferries. So I'll just call this one like expanding the folks and reviewing what we did, and then the next episode will be all about ferries, I think. And maybe in this episode we'll just kind of talk how we're gonna do it, and then we'll do it, and then we will just be quiet and just do it. You know. Ooh. So I do want to drive up our unemployment just to try and get to 4 or 5 or so %. Some people using the walkway. I just put that in because that way it's like, so I noticed a lot of people were getting off at like the tram stop up here. They were coming down here and they were like walking down here and down in here. So I figured, hey, let them go right to where they need to go. How is our tram doing? I don't know. I just put a handful on there. Figured that's good enough. Well, we got 90 people on the tram line, on the tram car over here. This is a big stop here, so that's getting off the train, I guess. That's good. And then we have another big stop here. That's the one right before the train. station. That's good. How is our transportation look? While those people are moving in, let's take a look at our transportation. I don't think I've been really... Let's save it. I think I always warn you. Be careful. I've had a lot of blue screens of death. Let's kind of look through these here. Nah, he's not really doing much. I don't even know what that bus line is. 22 people had to stop. 18 on there. That's not bad. He's a little on the light side. I think this was our... This is our industrial area. But he's there to make buildings happy. Oh, this loop is doing nothing. Okay, so maybe we'll get rid of him. But I want to let this guy fill back up. And this cemetery is looking kind of full. Let's get him started at least. I think we're emptying in everywhere. Okay. Back to transit. This is a little underutilized as well, but it's down here. We haven't filled in like half of it, like the whole bottom row and the whole middle row. So we'll keep them there. This guy's actually working pretty good, moving a pretty good amount of people. 130 divided by 30 is what, like 40? No, I don't know what it is. 5. So 5 buses. 5 times 3 is 15. So that'd be like 150. So 4 to 5. We have 7. So we're probably a little heavy, but I do see the stop. It's getting busy for whatever, so we'll leave that. Let that be. That one's looking pretty good. 28 on the bus. That one's looking okay. 21 and 20 at the stop. This one's not really doing a whole lot. I don't know what it's doing. Where is this bus line? That's this line. We just kind of put it in just to help feed the tram. This one's actually a little busy. Spots got quite a bit more people than we do have buses, so to speak. It's piling up. So he could probably use one more bus. So let's do that. Can we get 6? Yeah, let's get 6. Let's order one more bus for that one. This guy, he's got 30, 28, but nothing's really piling up. So that's really good. This one here, I don't know what this one is. Oh, this is to serve our industrial area, and there's no more industrial area. So I don't know, maybe we'll relocate him and do something different with him. 5 and 5, but we got 16 at that stop. He's the counter loop to the other loop, so this is not that busy. Probably most people are walking to where they're going or they're using the tram. That looks good. Cool with that. This bus route's probably like an in-betweener where like 2 is probably not quite enough. 3 is a little overkill. Oh, there's 52 people at this stop. Oh, I just added buses to this, so we gotta let do this thing. And it's a long route for three buses, but I don't really care if people get to work. And this is the counter to that, I think. Oh no, it's not. It's this route. So maybe we need an extra bus here. Get rid of that there. There's 30 people piled up at that stop. And this is the bus route in probably our first self-efficient area, if I remember right. It's doing okay. That's the one I'm like, maybe we should do tram in here. I mean, we probably should. It's a little... this one's good. 67 people on a tram car. That's not too bad. This one here's got 90. 0 and 0. Where's these zeros coming from? Oh, that's this one. That'll change as we add more people. Because there's like zeros that just stop. Because there ain't nobody here. But once we fill this all in, there'll be people there. So it'll work as magic, so to speak. Then this one is a little... Well, it's got 62 on it. Is this our commercial area? Yeah. So it's got 62. It's not doing bad. So our transit's not too bad. We could do a couple optimizing on some of these bus lines. Maybe remove 1 or 2. Now that we don't have that, like the one in the old industrial area. But all in all, I would say they're doing a pretty good job. This one's a little light for a tram. This could probably be bus again. Probably. Or we could go down to maybe 64 people. I was about to say go down to 3, but nah, not with 64. I think that would maybe why not? We could try it. This, I believe, is the metro to one of the colleges. That's just doing what it's doing. This is moving a lot of people. 1,000 people on a metro is pretty good. And He's doing pretty nice. I think, and he's not backing up or anything. And this one's doing okay. So this is just a quick looks like shot. This is the shot from the college campus to this MMT hub here. And it's doing okay. And then this one looks pretty good. What is this one? This is the one between this hub and this monorail spot. It's moving people. It's good. Train. Our trains are doing good. Which train line is this? I think that's going from this MMT to this MMT. That's what I think it looks like it's doing. That's moving some people. That's good. This train line's a little on the light side. But this is our train line from this MMT. So it looks like this MMT. So once again, we haven't filled in this area yet. So when this area fills in, this train will be busy. This is moving 1,000+ people. That's pretty good. Or we got people waiting. We'll see. Maybe the ferry will help unload some of this load. And then this train is, I think, is not the same as this route, this blue route here that goes from this MMT to this MMT. And once again, when we fill this with more people, this area with more people, this will get busy. No, we got none of those yet. This line is what doing what? I don't even know. One of the lines going to is just the brown one. So this is the light brown one going into where we had all those people before. And it's bringing people basically to work at our industry DLC. This is our industry DLC train line. Actually, probably I could label that, and then I wouldn't be so confused, right? But that's all right. Labeling is, I don't know, that's not, I would say tedious, but it's just one of those things. It's really nice if you do it and you actually put your lines and colorize them, you know, make them the right color, like so you can, you know, do things like, you know, all green in like a certain area. So maybe this is the green district as far as your transit, you know, and then this is the light blue district. So you know, okay, if you see a light blue line, you know you're like in this area versus this area. So you can do that, and I've done it in a couple of cities, and it makes things a little easier. It's just got one of those things I forget about doing, and you know, you just got to take the time to you know, type out all the names and stuff. But it's and if you do that, post a comment below. Yeah, I take the time to do that, and man, I really like it. Or nah, yeah, I don't really bother with it because whatever. It just takes 5 minutes to go through these. I'm not going to spend a half hour naming. But once you do it, you're done. So I guess if you kind of bite the bullet, don't do it like I wait it in your transit system. You get a lot of lines to rename and recolor. And if you're doing it as you go, it's probably not a big deal either. This one's a little on the light side, but once again, it's in our area where we're expanding, so it'll be good. This one's a little light. Maybe we'll go down the one here because I think we made multiple different modes of transit. So if we take us down to 3, let's try that and see what we do there. Same thing with this one. This one's a little light. I think I wanted 2 in here anyway, and that's fine. We can definitely expand our industrial area. This one looks a little light. So maybe we could drop this down by 1. I don't know. It's one of those ones where it might come in bursts. Remember, I think in one of my episodes that transit comes in bursts. So sometimes you just gotta sit here and watch and see what happens. But I don't know. Our walking paths are doing like really good. 41 walkers. I've never had that many people on a walking path. What's the highest numbers you've had? I'm actually pretty happy with the walking, and I didn't do any walking in here or in like this area yet, so we can even put some more walking paths in, you know, some walking in here. But I'm pretty happy with that, you know. And then we didn't do the sightseeing tour stuff, but maybe we will later. I don't know. It's one of those things that it's like an afterthought for me. Maybe it's something like, oh, you're into tourism, so it's like, yeah, no, it's the first thing I do. It's awesome. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's cool. It's like, for me, it's just like, I don't know, it's there, and I forget about it most of the time. Now, is this the noisy? How noisy is this thing? It's not that bad. People might live here. We'll see. These tiles are all weird. That's what happens when you make curvy roads. You get broken tiles, but it's just life. That's life. Oh, you guys can hear the music. Why is he saying all this? What's he doing with all these noises? This music. I got the radio on, man. I got the radio on. It's making all kinds of cool radio noises. Forget it. You guys on camera. We'll just go ahead and just do this. And come back and fix it later. And we never do. I'll come back and fix it later. Yeah, right. Nice try. Always moving on to bigger and better things, man. So that looks good. Yeah, this is good. I like it. Let's do it. Let's keep on zoning. Maybe we'll zone some more over here. Oh, a nice big block here. We want people living on the roundabout? Yeah, why not? Not roundabout, but you know what it is. I don't even think I made that a one-way road, did I? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Huh. Yeah, very good. I'm impressed with myself. Tell you what. That looks good. Alright, where are we going to put these ferries? Because we're probably getting close on time, and let's do that in this episode so we can actually run the ferries next episode. I need a piece of a path. We'll do path. So far I have the ferry depot here, a ferry station here. I'm contemplating a ferry somewhere in here, but I'm not 100%. We have some bus stops in here, so we could pull off a bus stop and just pull the buses down a little bit and put the ferry down here, run a road and put a ferry in here. I'm not 100, but then we do have the tram, so they could take the tram, and then the plan was to extend the monorail. Not the monorail, the metro down into here, and then maybe we'll bring something into here from this side of town. But at least we can get like, or maybe they'll go through here, hit the metro, come down here, because that might be quicker, and maybe that'll be the way to do it, because we don't want everyone to take a ferry, and we don't have like 50 ferry. We don't have like 0 trains, 0 monorail, and like everyone's on the ferry. So we gotta be careful we don't make it too appealing. You know, maybe a ferry in here would be good because it's got the monorail here. But see, then I don't want to put one here if that means short-circuiting this guy. You know, because then they won't take the monorail. They'll take the ferry here to here. So we gotta be a little careful there. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. I want to put one here, but I'm just not sure how it's going to work with what we got, you know. Because people can take the monorail here to here and walk. If I put a ferry here and then over here, well, maybe they don't walk here. Well, maybe, and then take the monorail here, you know. I don't know. I do want a ferry here. And then I do want a ferry somewhere over here. I think I put it right here. So I think maybe we'll just start with a ferry here, and then we have a path here, and we can just extend this path down right down to here, or they can just get up and just go. So how are we going to do this? We got to look at like ferry assets and see how they're going to fit. I think that's what we're going to do. That's what we'll do next episode. We'll put the roads in for ferry, because the ferries have their own roads. So we'll have to. Ooh, is it going to be too small? Because like then we're going to hit the tile. I do want to put a large ferry here. I do. We got to go big, man. So it's like this guy. Oh, it's because of the road there. That's going to mess our road up. Oh, we can fit it here. Oh yeah, we will. We'll just run a road right next to this road. Like literally be up against this road. And we'll just do, I don't know what we're going to do with it. We have to do some terraforming. Maybe we'll build our road. Or maybe we'll bring it in here. Oh, because the tile widens here. So let's do that now. We're gonna flood our city for a second. Hold on to your hats there, folks. Near. I told you to hold on to your hats because it's about to get wet and wild over here. And then we can put the ferry right there. Or, well, I mean right here. Maybe we'll do like a road off of here like that, and then the ferry will fit right in there. I think this is gonna happen. And then this we're gonna have to blow up. I think this. key or quay, however you want to say it. They'll put a they don't need a, oh, do they? I think it does need a road for like fire and police and all that. So we'll bring a road down here. So let's go ahead and just get this set up. We'll probably put it right here, and they'll figure that out. And then here we just need a road system. Do we want a big road down here? I don't feel like the area is that big though to really warrant a big road. But it could be if we really made it. And maybe we gotta do some terraforming down here too. So maybe we can make this all like one level. Like maybe make it like this level. Some flatness that we can build on. Angry man. Bring it to there. Put the ferry right along here. I think that'll work. There we go. That gives us a little land to build on. And then maybe we do another like level worth of building up here. Like somewhere in the middle. Another tier of zonable area. And then we'll do like, I like this road, so we can keep the road here. Maybe we'll put some residents back here. Since this campus is pretty much done, right? So we could, and we can put like some roads back in here. That looks pretty good. I don't know what happened with the dirt there. Apparently it's taller there. There we go. Yep, I guess it's one level taller. We can put a couple houses back here. Kind of like how we have like this, you know, little rounded road here. That kind of goes like, it kind of juts a little bit into our campus area. We'll do that. And maybe we'll put a little height to offset this other height. You know? So yeah, we got height here. And we got some like a little bit of height with the office buildings. Then we'll maybe put a little height here. And then maybe a little bit light residential like in here. And then on this side, in this area, we'll put commercial, ferry. And then maybe we'll do some commercial up in here. And we'll make a space here. We'll leave a gap. And then, of course, they have the recycle center. And we'll connect it to here. They can come in and out of here with no problem. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. But we'll put the ferry in first and see how the road looks. And then we'll like build off that road. We'll connect it to this road. And same thing here, we'll just make this kind of like a little bit of a main road coming in. And maybe we'll actually make this a 4-lane road. So some decent amount of commercial back here. Maybe we'll put a unique building back here. We'll keep this if you want in this old line, that's fine. And we'll just develop this area a little bit more. Fill it in. I'm gonna put some trees in here. More trees back there. I don't know. What do you guys think? What would you do? What would you do? What would you do for a Klondike bar if this was your area? I think that's. I think that'd be nice because, like, once again, it'll kind of give people an excuse to come down here. The original plan, if you go back to some of my most horrible, worst performing videos from the past, you will see. I think I did mention. The idea was to have commercial on this side of the big road and then have it flip-flop to this side and come down in here. So we will have like, and then basically the same thing. The residential was going to be on the left side of the big road and the flip-flop to the right. And there you go. I guess we're achieving that ultimate vision. And also I would point out, this is a 4-lane road. Our traffic's 90%. There's not a lot of traffic, and it's in this area. It's a mixed density. We have some mixed commercial and mixed residential, but not a lot. It's a lot of light residential. But you don't need like a lot of big roads in your city. If you like, you know, if you kind of do like a mix. Now, of course, on the high density stuff, you might want it. Even then, on our big roads in here, there's not that much traffic. You know, we're starting to get some here because it's all, you know, kind of converging to this one roundabout. But for the most part, we're doing pretty good. Oh, we should probably put some bus routes in here, collect some people and drop them off up here. But I just want to point out, you know, you don't have to build like big roads everywhere. You know, if a few choice big roads, you know, let people kind of come in and then split, and then let your small roads handle the majority of stuff. You know, you'll be all right, especially in your light density and mixed density area. And the same thing kind of in here. We just made like a big road that kind of goes here and here and here. That's probably a little overkill, but you know, that's okay. But in here you might want a little bit more big roads because it's all high density commercial, right? So you know, we got a pretty big road that runs through here. It's fed through. Oh, look at this. We're doing good with our cemeteries today. We had one in here somewhere. There it is. I know we have a cemetery somewhere in here. All right. It was nice talking to you. It was good hanging out. We did some zoning, and we're gonna do the ferry next episode. So stick around shortly. I'm gonna stop and then start again, and then we're gonna jump right in the ferries and get a ferry line going. You guys have a wonderful day if I don't talk to you.